So I had this conversation with my best friend the other day about she's like so passionate and so inspiring to me about everything that she's trying to do. She loves coaching and she's a teacher and she is so passionate about, diversity in the school districts. And I just feel, and it just like, it exudes out of her. And I said to her the other day, I was like, I wish I was as passionate about something as you are about A, B, C, D, and E. And she looked at me like I had lost my mind. And I was like, what? I mean, it's pretty simple. You're crazy passionate about education and what you're doing. And she goes, how can you say that you're not passionate about what you're doing? And I'm like, no, I love what I do. And, I think what I'm doing is great. And, self-deprecation at its finest. But I was like, and she's like, no, but you're passionate about people. Like, you spark conversation out of nowhere. You have no problem calling people on their, BS. And you're so passionate about, just being exactly who you are and that growth and everything. And that just kind of translate into the industry that you're choosing to be in. But your passion may not be a profession, but you use your passion to better yourself in your profession, if that makes sense. And I thought that was like such like a huge moment to where like I feel like we as individuals constantly question ourselves and we constantly are looking for someone else's approval, and especially the idea of the grass is always greener on the other side. And I feel like we tend to really focus on what other people have that we don't see what we have and really appreciate what we have. And I feel like that is such a great aspect to remind ourselves on a daily basis. And it's something that I struggle with because, where I feel like I'm struggling right now, is only going to make, the next step that much more rewarding and all that good stuff. So in this industry is brutal, and in a positive way, at least the way that I'm trying to see it, is because A, it's ever changing, and B, you're on your own. Like, you work for a company and you rep a logo and you use the tools that each company gives you, and I think a lot of people don't understand that you hire me. You hire EXP, yes, but you are hiring me. You're dealing with me. I'm representing you. And I just happen to represent EXP. So if you don't like me, then you won't like EXP. And I feel like there's a lot of, I don't know how you would say it, there's a lot of issues I think that people take with companies and how we as individual agents treat you as the consumer, aka the homeowner or the home buyer. If you have a bad experience with us, it's automatically the company's fault. And that's not necessarily fair. But on the flip side, if you have a bad experience with that company, you will no longer hire an agent from that company because that's who they work for. Now, 99% of the time, it's us that are screwing up and not necessarily the company that's screwing up. So you really got to look at it as an individual situation. And with that being said, like, I work for myself. I work from home every day, and if I'm not out doing stuff or having appointments or meetings or what have you, and that allows me to have so much freedom, and which I think I take for granted. I think I forget that I have this opportunity that is so great and flexible, and I am my own boss. And it's such a challenge sometimes because some of us are not as self-disciplined as others. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here and just say that whatever you're passionate about, even if it doesn't have a vocation attached to it, like, you don't necessarily have to be passionate about welding to be passionate about other things, like, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Just because you have passions in other fields doesn't mean that those can't transcend into what you do for for a living. And I think that's a very huge leap that I've had to realize in the past couple of months. So anyway, passion translates, people, and it also changes your relationships with others. So live in your passion, everybody, and I hope you have a great Tuesday.